Hi, I'm Venus O'Hara and I'm a professional sex toy tester. In this video, I'm going to share with you my top 5 tips for reaching orgasm. The first tip would be objectives. I think your objective whenever you're having sex or you're masturbating, it should never be have an orgasm if you've never had one before, because you could be disappointed. So I think your objective should always be to feel pleasure and just to enjoy the experience, because after all, orgasm isn't everything. And this way, I think if you relax, I think you can relax more like this, and the more relaxed you are, the more likely it is that you'll have an orgasm. Okay, number 2, discover what turns you on. This is a really exciting process that can take time, and it's never ending actually. You can do this on your own or with a partner, and you can read books, read blogs, read short stories, look at pictures, films. If you like porn, great. Or you can also check out some Hollywood films and with some good seduction techniques, which actually I prefer that than porn personally. But it's a lot of fun to read up on the subject and discover what turns you on. And also when you're with a partner, you can do the same thing, just not just concentrate on the genitals or your breasts, just caress different types of parts of the body or talk about fantasies, just basically open up to different things and discover those things that make you tingle. Number 3, mind-body connection. This is really important, something that I forget sometimes, and as a sex toy tester, I sometimes test toys when I'm not entirely turned on, or maybe I want to do something else but I've got a deadline, and sometimes I can start the process and I've got this buzzing object against my clitoris and I'm just thinking about the articles I've got to write or shopping or just other things, and I think, no, come on, mind-body connection. And to do that, I close my eyes and I take some deep breaths and I really concentrate on what feels good and where feels good. I think this is really important, is to discover what type of stimulation you like, and also the thought process that gets you going, because for me, fantasy is a huge part of my masturbation technique. And if you're with a person, I think it's really important as well just to get in the moment and really enjoy what's happening and forget about if you look fat or if the lights are on or any type of shameful thoughts that go through your head. You've got to really get them, you've got to really put them to one side and just concentrate on pleasure and how good everything feels. Number 4, techniques. This is also very, very personal. There's so many ways to reach orgasm. For example, you could try stimulating your clitoris with your fingers, stimulating your vagina, or even using both hands, one for the vagina, one for the clitoris, or using a vibrator. I absolutely love vibrators, of course. As a sex toy tester, I would say that. But I think with a vibrator is so much easier, especially if you've not had an orgasm before. It could be an idea to contract and relax your pelvic floor muscles to try and help the process along. I do that a lot. And sometimes your breathing can help as well. So it's just a question of experimenting with all these resources and sensations and then seeing what happens. And point number 5, if you haven't had an orgasm after, let's say, I don't know, I can't really put a time on it, but let's say you start getting bored or frustrated, then that's the moment to stop. And yeah, because if you carry on, you're just going to feel even more frustrated, so it's best to just stop. I think it's really important to repeat this process on a regular basis. With each self-love session, you will become more relaxed, you will discover what turns you on, the places that you like to be touched or the places that you like to stimulate, the pressure, the type of stimulation you like, fantasies that you enjoy. And hopefully when you get more and more and more relaxed, when you least expect it, you will have an orgasm. I remember when I bought my first vibrator and I tried it, and I didn't have an orgasm, and I was really disappointed after spending all this money. And then after a while, a few weeks later, I remember just one day I was quite horny and at a loose end. There was no friends with benefits to call, and I used my vibrator again. Nothing happened, and a few more times, and then one day I had this amazing orgasm when I least expected it. So this technique that I'm explaining to you has actually worked for me, and now I have orgasms every day. Wow, and have several every week now with work as well. So it's really worked. So let me know if this technique works for you, or if you have any special tips, leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching.